Bitcoin passed another hurdle this morning, and because of this, I think that strong alts like Kaspa are ready to fly. Because of that, I'm starting to buy more Kaspa and adding to my position. We're going to talk about all of that, plus a huge Kaspa upgrade. But before we get started, welcome back to the channel. My name's Doc. Throughout the day, I'm a resident physician, and at night, I take you guys on my crypto and investing journey. We're going to get right into it because I respect your guys' time. Got some awesome Kaspa news that I want to talk about, but first I want to just lay the foundation for Bitcoin. So we're going to talk a little bit about Bitcoin, some macroeconomic stuff, and then we're going to finish up with some things that I'm super hyped about Kaspa. As you're coming in, give me an early like, comment down below. Where do you think we're heading next for Kaspa? And do you think this crescendo upgrade is going to be the real deal? So right now, Bitcoin's sitting just a hair below $97,000. Right now, we're at 96,981. More importantly, though, we're sitting above the Bitcoin the bull market support band. And this is really key for me, right? I was under the impression we were either going to A, come back and retest this, or if we go ahead and put the 50-day moving average, get rejected at the bottom of this. Well, the good thing is we actually came through this 50-day moving average, and now we're holding it as support. And yes, we did just break through it, but this is super bullish for me, right? I was under the impression that there was a high probability that we would stay between here and here before we had a big move either up or down. And the good thing is we broke through it, right? Now, a lot can happen. This has only been going on. We only broke through this just about a day or so ago, but this is a really strong narrative, right? And you might be thinking like, okay, well, we broke through it. Well, what's going on? Honestly, I think this is a big part of it. So this is a chart from Colin Talks Crypto. He's kind of been, I know other people have mentioned global liquidity first and all that. It's not a new concept, but I think he really solidified it in a lot of ways. This chart is awesome, right? So this chart right here, this yellow line, this is the global M2 money supply, and it is pushed forward 80 days. And then obviously the orange line here is Bitcoin, and you can see how awesome this matches up. And the thing that I really liked that Colin Talks Crypto did is I'm a numbers guy, right? So he actually did some correlation coefficients on this. And if you look at the last 30 days, this 80-day offset of global liquidity, right? And that's just us pushing global liquidity 80 days in advance. There's an 84% correlation with this, which is pretty gnarly. And if you look, this move right here, this has actually been tracking global liquidity pretty dang well, right? So the real question is, if this holds true, and guys, this is just another tool that we use, nothing is definitive here. If this global liquidity tracks, we could have $160,000 Bitcoin this summer, right? This summer. Now, obviously, other things need to happen other than global liquidity going up, but the macro, it's starting to look pretty decent, right? Unemployment data came out today, and it was right at expectations, right? Right at expectations. So the expectation was 4.2. It came in at 4.2. And in a lot of ways, I'm chalking this up as a win, right? 4.2% unemployment rate in the US is traditionally or historically rather low. So if we can stay in the low fours, or put differently, not get above 5%, I think this is really going to be good for all of crypto and awesome alts like Kaspa. So right now, Kaspa sitting below 10 cents. And we've had a nice little run over the past couple weeks. Not long ago, this is the market cap price. Not long ago, this was below 6 cents, right? And we were buying all in this area. And obviously, this has been a great investment so far. Personally, I don't think this is stopping anytime soon. And we're going to talk a little bit more about that in this video. If we just go back to the 1-year price, we kind of topped out around 20 cents. It is just a matter of time, in my opinion, and I believe that with every fiber in my body. I really do think we're going to put in new all-time highs this cycle. It's just a matter of time. Now, link down below is going to be my free Discord. We have nothing to sell you at all. We're just building a rock-solid community. So if you're looking for an awesome group to navigate crypto with, check it out down below. We did just add a new Kaspa channel because things have been popping off, right? So we have a dedicated Kaspa channel in the Discord. Again, it's free. Link is going to be down below. So what's going on with KAS? What's this awesome upgrade that I'm talking about? I really like this tweak by Davey Boy. He's saying, hey, instead of just focusing on price action, because, right, that's what a lot of people do. They just bring up CoinGecko, CoinMarketCap. They're saying, hey, where's Kaspa over the last month? And don't get me wrong, everybody's guilty of that, myself included. But he's saying maybe we should be counting down the days to this massive crescendo upgrade. And it really is, right? This is years in the making. Crescendo will boost scalability and put Kaspa on the map with top coins. And in a lot of ways, I agree with this. I'm starting to think like we're kind of already up there with the top coins, right? Kaspa right now ranks 52. Honestly, I think this is going to crack top 20, if not more, at some point. But he's saying this is going to put us right up there with top coins. He says, I don't know if crypto is ready. So you're thinking like, Doc, what is this crescendo upgrade? Well, it's a hard fork upgrade. It's actually been live on the test net for a while, but it's going mainstream on May 5th. I know a lot of folks are saying, hey, some nodes are already running it. I get it. I really like this graphic too, right? So this is more of an educational graphic for the May 5th crescendo hard fork. And guys, by the way, May 5th, that's a couple days away, right? I'm filming this on Friday. Monday-ish is when this is going live. And this is outlined some features, right? What's going on. So 10 blocks per second is going to be a big component of this. And I'm going to show you guys a really cool example of what 10 blocks per second looks like. But I like this graphic, right? It's saying that miners, they're going to get rewarded more frequently. And that's really important because when you're running these miners, sometimes it's tough to be profitable, right? So if you can get rewarded more frequently, you can put that capital to use more efficiently. And let me tell you, being efficient when you are a miner is the name of the game. I have a couple friends who run Bitcoin miners, and being efficient, that's all they do. Like literally all they do as far as their energy source, how cool it is, and then obviously how efficient their rigs are. The other good things is that this is going to be huge for developers, right? They are going to get improved transaction responsiveness in all the apps that are being built. So that's huge. Faster payments for merchants and then startups. And by the way, keep your eye up on this channel. We might be partnering with some folks to do a awesome Kaspa startup. This would be a project built on KAS, specifically designed to help the Kaspa network or help bolster it. It's such a strong network already, but I'm cooking something up in the background, so keep your eye open for that. And then the other big thing is it's going to help general users, right? We have these instant transactions. They're going to feel seamless, modern, and I think that is so important for the adoption of crypto overall, right? We need folks to be able to use Kaspa and other crypto transactions so it does feel seamless. It just feels like a normal payment method, right? And I think this upgrade is really going to help solidify this. Okay, I love this picture. I'm going to make this full screen. So right now, I'll pause this. Kaspa's on the top, right? You see Kaspa up here. You also see Bitcoin, Solana, XRP, Litecoin, Hyperliquid, and then Sui. This is on Kaspa running at 1 block per second, right? So you can see it right here. It's still pretty fast, right? It's faster than Bitcoin. It's faster than XRP. Look what happens. We change this to 10 blocks per second. And guys, this is coming in just a few days, literally Monday. Look how fast this is moving. You thought Solana was fast? There's no comparison, right? Literally no comparison. I know everyone says like, oh, Hyperliquid so fast, Sui so fast. Kaspa at 10 blocks per second is absolutely wild. This really is going to be a game changer. I truly believe that. Love this graphic. It's flying. And then look, at some point, this is the future-oriented part that I really like about this. You think 10 blocks per second is wild? Just think to the 100 blocks per second upgrade comes. This is flying. This is like absolutely flying. Honestly, it's going so fast that you can even like, it's tough to even see it, right? So big things in store for the Kaspa ecosystem. I really do think so. The other big thing is it's proof of work, which is so underrated, right? Bitcoin's one of the few proof of work platforms out there. Everybody's kind of moving to proof of stake. So some big updates coming on. The good thing is we're getting some positive price action here. And right now we are above our 20-day moving average. RSI is pretty high here. So I'm going to be watching this. The big thing is we just want to stay above our 20-day moving average. This is more of a short-term view though. Ultimately, I think Kaspa, if we actually come here and we type in Kaspa, USDT. I think the big thing is we need to get above, stay above the 50-day moving average. And we have this really interesting battle for the bull market support happening, right? So this is another thing. We want to stay above the bull market support band. And ultimately what that looks like is getting above 9.8. Right, 9.8 cents. We're pretty much there, right? We've had some wicks towards the top part of the bull market support band. So we're really close. Now, again, I'm looking at the 4-hour time frame. If you switch this over to the daily time frame, right, we already have wicked above it. So this is good, right? The bull market support band's coming down. Kaspa price is increasing. Overall, this is a bullish setup for me. We kind of got to watch both markers, right? The 5-day and the 20 and the 50-day. If you guys want to trade Kaspa, my BTCC link is going to be down below. 10% bonus on first-time deposits. No KYC, no VPN. That means you don't need to give them any or personal information, anything like that. You can actually do 50x leverage on Kaspa, which is pretty awesome. These guys have been around for over a dozen years. If you did want to do a higher leverage play on this, right? So we're on Kaspa right now. You would just come here. You could go up to 50x, right? You'd hit confirm. I actually like to change this to USDT. And then from here, you put in the price that you want to trade, given the fact that you're using a 50x, right? So if you put $50 in here, it's only going to take $1 of your trading account because you're doing 50x. If you were to put 100 in here, it would take $2 out of your balance because again, you're doing the 50x. So that's here. Again, they are a partner of the channel. So if you use the link, it helps me out. Okay, we're going to end on this. This is really important. And this was actually huge, right? I saw this in Reddit a couple days ago. This Kaspa post is saying, hey, I used to be a Bitcoin maximalist. Then a friend of mine showed me Kaspa. How can you not love it if you like what Bitcoin stands for? And I actually totally agree with this in a lot of ways. I do hold Bitcoin, but I am really starting to become a huge Kaspa bull. I feel like the more and more that time goes on, I really am. And if you can see, I actually read the Kaspa book, and I think that was the thing that planted the seed for me, right? I'm relatively new to the Kaspa Army. I bought my first bag probably 3-ish months ago. So I really like this post. I'll probably link it down below. It goes to show like how strong this community is. And it really, guys, I'm telling you, the Kaspa Army, we are so strong. Like I know this is maybe not a great metric to use, but I think the proof is in the pudding, right? I'm a relatively small YouTube channel. I have 7.1 thousand subscribers, right? I'm new. I only have 122 videos on here. I make all types of videos. I get views anywhere from, couple hundred. This video has 600 views. Some of my other videos views get, 1,500. Guys, this Kaspa video from 9 days ago, 3.7 thousand views. And it really just goes to show how strong the Kaspa Army is. Sometimes I post my videos on YouTube. I see folks sharing them on Twitter, folks sharing them on their Twitter, retweeting. The support means a lot, and it really just goes to show. I think it is a testament of how strong the Kaspa Army is. So let me know down below. I read all of the comments. Where do you think Kaspa is going to go this cycle, and how impressive do you think the 10 blocks per second, the crescendo update is going to be? I read all of the comments. If you got any value out of this, consider hitting the like button, subscribe, and comment down below. I'll see you guys on my next video.